Girl, it's a shame. I won't be foolish, no. I wanna know. I wanna make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go. Yeah. You know I think the sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh, no. Before I let you go. I can't understand it. No.
Black car shit all over this.
Where did we go wrong? And I won't be hasty, girl. I've got to know. I gotta make sure I'm right before I let go.
Yup. Let's do it. Actually, let me hear this song before we go. When I get out of jail.
I'm afraid I can't let you in, pimpin'. The players balls across the street. This is for Hustle Zone. The dope be beige brown. My dope be beige brown. I'ma tell you what I'm gonna do when I get out of jail. I'm gonna get my gun. Cause if a nigga snitch on me, I'ma hit his ass up when I touch them bricks for fun. I'll be fresh out the box cause I out something. In a fresh outfit on the block frontin'. Tell them niggas puffin' me before I pop something. I catch a body in a heartbeat, I drop something. My portfolio shows the kid is a pro. My brother in the morning moving Cheerios. I get it wrong, do a rain dance on it. My clientele's real, man, the fiends still want it. I get a pharmacist, I get a fiends the medicine. When they're in pain, I can pour and make it better than.
Let's do it. Hit the music.
Come on, come on.
Oh, shit.
It's your favorite. 50. You need me. You need me. You gonna be stuck with that ringtone shit if y'all don't start making me feel special. So when I see you say, I'm the most entertaining rapper in the world. Say what? I like it when you say. Lord have mercy. Now let me see you bend and stretch. Now bend and stretch. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Let's break it down. 50. Shout out to Mr. C. Craig G. All my niggas. I'm in the zone.
All right, all right, all right. Wonder how much it's gonna cost for shipping on that thing. Yeah.
We're gonna give it to him when he comes down for the fucking fishing trip.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, that's cool with me. I kind of would like to.
That makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
Or would you rather send it to him?
I'd rather go ahead and he has his glory now.
Okay.
And then he comes down for the prize because that's like the. I mean, you got to pass the torch. He's gonna have to mail it to somebody else.
We'll have to have him take a video of him opening it or something.
Actually, no. He'll have to mail it back to us. We re-engrave the name. That's what'll have to happen.
Yeah. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, you good?
Hell yep.
All right.
And you did the phone shit?
Yep.
726-3900? Oh. There he is. Yeah, we're going to need that, yeah. Sit up a little bit for the intro. You heard me? Whoa. Are our gains the same? Yeah. All right. What's up and welcome to Around with the Boys podcast. On this show, we talk about life, sports, business, and all the cool shit in between. I'm your host, James Rackley, and along with me as always is my co-host,
Johnny Dunleavy.
Mr. Johnny Dunleavy. So sit back, relax, crack you a cold one, because it's Friday once again.
Yes, it is Friday once again, and yes, this is Around with the Boys podcast. It's episode 67.
Mm-hmm.
Man, as always, like, subscribe, follow, watch us live, call in, the whole nine. But we got it all.
Yeah, 910-726-3900. Call in live, leave a voicemail. We'll put you on the show.
Yep, a lot of avenues to get in touch with us.
Yeah,
which is good
mm-hmm.
because the March Madness Bracket Challenge has been launched.
Look, it's underway. Okay, we don't know the prize yet, but we are having a bracket. John literally just put it together before we got on air.
Yep.
So
it's one entry per person, free to play.
Mm-hmm.
Most standard scoring, most points wins.
So I'm assuming you'll put a post up where everybody get the link
for sure
and all that stuff.
I got the link. DM me your email if you want in. We're doing it through CBS Sports again, like we did the Pick'em.
Yep.
But I can send you the link to join. I can email it to you. Whatever. I'm gonna post it. You'll be able to find it.
Yeah. So there will be prizes. There will be a trophy. We got the trophy for the football one. It's going to be sent out next week.
Yes.
To Mr. Jones.
Mr. Andy Jones.
And then, Andy, you're going to need to we'll get in touch about the fishing trip. So we'll get that lined up, and I think that wraps it up on that. But, again, look out for John's post. DM us, send us your email, all that stuff. Get into the bracket challenge.
Yes. It's always fun.
Always.
Exciting.
Have you been paying attention to basketball?
I have, yes, very much so been paying attention, especially recently.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy D-Ball is our college hoops expert.
Yeah, Captain DW. That's
kids
been
on
the
a
show.
Kids on a roll.
Yeah, he's been on a heater in terms of games.
Yep.
I did get his ass last night though. I took St. John's.
Oh, did you?
First half. Yeah.
I took Michigan State with him. Didn't work out.
But he's crushed all the other ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, he was like 8-2 going into last night.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
How was your week, bro?
Dude, my week was pretty good, man. I made a nice little coin at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
Got lucky in the market, so that was always a good start of the week. And from there, just worked with Taylor. It's beautiful weather this week.
Yes. I know. I've been fishing every day.
What?
Fishing every day.
Oh, okay.
Down
like
at the pond.
At the pond, you've been reeling them in?
Oh yeah. Well, no, actually.
Really?
I still think I'm a little too early, in the season.
Mm-hmm.
About a month from now, it's gonna be popping.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, let's see. I've gone every day after work. So four times I've been down there this week. No, 3 times. I've caught 2 fish, and I'm quite sure it's the same fish.
But dude, we all remember the big fish that you caught.
Listen,
last year
in April, May, June, I can go down there in the evening.
Yeah,
I could be down there for an hour and catch anywhere from 8 to 12 fish in an hour.
That's ridiculous.
And some of them are massive.
Yeah.
Like I saw one chasing little bait fish up to the bank like 3 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see like a big redfish move,
yeah,
like a huge wake.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Damn.
Oh, holy shit. And it's just, I mean, it also gets fished a lot, so.
Yeah, is what it is.
But, dude, speaking about ponds.
Well, hold on. Before we get into that, what we're going to talk about this week.
Yeah.
we just got a laundry list of stuff. And then we kind of wanted to discuss the future of sports, like, because I got to thinking about your whole metaverse
Yeah.
and all that. And, like, when society gets really involved in that kind of stuff, what happens to sports?
Yeah, and not
Yeah.
only that, but, like, the officiating and everything. But we'll get into that. We got some beef we got to pick.
Yeah, and then we got
shit.
just some minor shit we got to get off our chest from different things.
It'll be all over the place today.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun with it. If you got beef with something or beef with one of us, shit, call in. you know,
I got beef
part of the
with
show.
what I think was some random kids yesterday. So I had to call 911 yesterday.
Dude, first off, was that your first time calling 911?
No, I think second time ever.
It's intimidating calling it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The 911 dispatchers though have probably one of the hardest jobs in the world.
Dude, could you do
And
that
they're
job?
always
I couldn't either.
and they're always composed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, that's what they get paid to do.
Yeah.
Is be like calm, get the answers, the instructions, all that shit. But dude, I get nervous because like when you call, that's, hey man, you know,
Yeah.
you're recorded instantly.
Right.
I mean everything. I mean.
Anyways, here's why I had to call.
Yeah. Okay.
So I take the dogs for a walk in the evening, and there's this, not the pond that I always fish. It's on the other side of my street, the other end of the street, which is on like the main road. It's called Lendire.
Yeah.
And there's a pond, and then next to it, there's this huge open lot, like gigantic. And it actually is rumored to have been just purchased, and they're going to develop like mixed businesses with condos over them, kind of like a little Mayfair type deal.
Gotcha.
Anyway, right now, it's equivalent to a mini Ocean Forest Lakes when we used to go back there.
Yeah.
So if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, you'll know what I mean. It's like
We'll
a
just-
sand pit.
Yeah.
Go four-wheeling. There's always, like, on Friday nights, there's always, like, college or high school kids back there. You can hear them in their fucking dumbass trucks.
Yep.
And but anyway, yesterday, I'm walking the dogs, and I'm walking around the pond that's next to it. And on one side of the pond is just, like, trees, and then the lot with, like, the trails and whatnot. And on the other side are, like, backyards to houses. I get around to the side, and I had heard like what sounded like gunshots, right? I've been shooting many times, and it wasn't like a nail gun. I knew they weren't doing construction back there yet.
Yeah.
The only thing back there is like the back end of the firehouse and Highway 17 Tire and Auto. I don't know what tool you would ever have as a mechanic
Like changing tires,
that's
like
making
NASCAR,
this sound.
You know, like.
But it was just like pow, 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 and it sounded like a 22. And so I'm like, damn, are there motherfuckers back there actually like target shooting right now?
Yeah.
So I get to the woodline side of this pond, and they start letting it fly. And now, if you ever watch cartoons or whatever, when you hear like gunshots, it's like pew, pew, right, like over your head. I've never experienced that in my life because I've never been shot at.
Yeah.
That was the sound. It almost sounded like I could hear the bullets going over my head.
So that's how you know it wasn't the tire place because it was like right near you.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking they're on the other side of this lot shooting towards me, and it's just woods. It's not like it's sand hills. I mean, there's like a couple, but that's in the way back.
So you think these dumbasses are just shooting at the trees thinking they're like
yeah.
stopping the bullets?
Correct. Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Dude, so I yell at the dogs, and I don't have them on a leash over there, and I yell, run, and we ran the entire woodland, and I'm ducking down, and I can still hear them pop, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Yo! And
But you couldn't see nobody?
No, but I could just hear them like a nail gun, it's a rhythm.
Yeah.
There's no rhythm here.
Yeah.
Pow, 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 pow.
Well, my thing is, it's not all the other stuff goes out the window if you legitimately heard something go by your head.
Yes.
Then it had to be.
And I can hear the
Yeah, so
over my shit.
that's what I'm saying.
So I freaked out, man. Ran all the way home, called 911.
Jeez.
I don't know what happened. I heard sirens
You heard
like
sirens.
4 minutes later, and that was it.
Yeah.
But he was like, are they shooting people? And I was like, again, I don't know. I said, dude, if I had to guess, they're target shooting in this empty
Yeah.
lot.
It was probably just literally high school kids.
But the shit that pissed me off the most was that on the other side of the pond, when we had walked by,
Yeah.
it was such a nice day. All these little kids are in the backyard playing on the
And that's what I'm
swing sets.
saying right
And
there.
yeah, listen.
And here's the bad part. If those kids didn't get caught or whatever, they're going to go shoot again, and
Yep.
something bad could happen.
Dude, it was...
That's what sucks here.
So I didn't realize that sound is actually made, like, when bullets are,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You don't hear it.
Whistling
Or it's
by.
Whistling, yeah. But that was the first time I ever heard that shit, and that's when I panicked. I'm like, wait, these are projectiles. Like
Mhm.
something's being projectiled.
Yeah, because I didn't hear a whistle sound, but like when me and Taylor saw that shooting at the mall,
Mm-hmm.
and she had that, I think it was a 22,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounded like pops, but then you could hear
It's a loud cap gun.
Yeah, but you could hear things going by us, and Taylor was like, "That's gunshots," and then we looked over and see the
Yeah, it's like the sound.
saw what happened. But I'm just saying, like it's a crazy thing. I mean,
Yeah.
geez, and you can only imagine what them damn Ukrainians are going through. Like,
Real
God
quick
bless
in the
them,
chat,
by the way.
Zach, I did see that text like right before we went live and told James. He's like, "Oh fuck, that's why what an idiot." Anyways, so yeah, I'd call 911. That's some wild shit.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to call 911. It sucks you didn't get like some closure on that case.
I know. Well,
You know?
like there was two options here.
Yeah,
I go home, arm myself, and figure out what the fuck's going
and
on.
don't do that.
Yeah, or I just call the police. So
Mhm.
I chose the adult. 10 years ago, me would have been probably trying to go play Sheriff Woody.
Yeah, you know what? You know what actually works. So the other day I was trying to turn my phone off, and like I hit the emergency
Yeah,
thing. Within 3 seconds, I had somebody call me from the county.
yeah.
Like, "Hello, sir. Is there an emergency?" And I was like, "Dude, it was an accident. I'm at Jimbo's chilling." Like, because
It
I was
happened
trying
to me a
restart
month
my
ago.
phone.
Said the same thing,
Yeah,
and they were like, "Yeah, I know. Ever since Apple did that, we get it all the time."
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But at least they still like call because you don't want a boy who cried wolf moment.
Well, it's also smart because you can just pop, like click the fucking side button in your pocket if you are in trouble.
Yeah, if you're in like it's like the bank button.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Underneath the think.
Which is crazy. You think like more people would know about it. Because my mom didn't realize it, and I'm sitting there going like, dude, like,
Well, but does anybody ever really read the update notes?
no, but
Some people
they
would.
should show the important ones. I mean, like think about like little shit like that. I mean, you never know. You could be in a situation.
It's definitely worth a 10-second sponsored ad by Apple on social
Yeah.
media.
Dude, speak. Oh man, I don't even. Well, I
What?
thought it was funny. No, it's just kind of funny because Taylor's like, so scenes pop like he used to carry like in his truck all the time just a lighter. Like
Yeah.
he didn't carry a pistol, no, but he had a lighter, and it's like, why do you have a lighter? He just always at the gas station, just like shooting flame. I don't know why I thought of it. It was just funny, but that's his defense mechanism, and I was like, holy shit, that's hilarious. But dude, if you get lost, you need a lighter. Like, you might need a
Yeah.
fire. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows? Yeah, smoke signals.
Sorry, dude. I just had to interject that thought real quick.
Come find me. All right. So earlier this week, James hits me up, and he goes, "Are you watching Wheel of Fortune?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, I'm not." He goes, "Bro, our intro song is being used by Wheel of Fortune in an ad coming back from commercials." I posted on the Instagram yesterday. Ironically, it's an ad for a slot machine website.
Yeah.
Now look, I'll tell you a thing or two about some online slots, okay?
All right. Before he gets hard into it, this dude, you don't understand. These cats slot machine their ass off on Bovada and all this shit. Okay.
Depending.
Yeah. I mean, it's depending, but they're pretty good at it. And dude, I was sitting there chilling, had a couple beverages, and then this shit just pops up on the screen, and I just about shit myself
Dude,
because it was so perfect.
this man FaceTimes me, and thank God they have the DVR
Yeah.
cable box. He rewinds it and plays it for me. My jaw is like through the floor.
Yeah.
Like, that is our fucking song. And then I'm thinking in my head, oh, wait a minute. Are we about to get fucking rich?
No.
Right? Because we paid and that's the thing. We didn't buy that song. We paid for the license to use it on
Yeah.
our podcast, just like they probably did to use it on their ad.
Oh, like no doubt. Like,
But the ironic thing was, you followed Maggie Sajak
yeah.
like a few months ago.
Yeah. Like,
and did you see she had looked at one of our stories or something like that?
no.
Or no.
No.
You just okay.
I was just because of watching it, and dude, like that was when I was adding all the people on
Yeah.
Instagram. I just was going nuts,
Right.
so I was just following random people like that. And I don't know if you've seen Pat Sajak's daughter, but you should. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And that's that.
At was it Maggie?
This is Maggie Sajak.
Yeah, at Maggie Sajak.
Sajak. S-A-J-A-K.
So anyway, dude, but you tagged her on the damn post saying like,
Yeah,
"Hey
I was
man,
like,
y'all,
hey, you been
y'all
watching?
rip the beat."
Ripped the beat right out from under us. And then, ironically, that was Monday night.
Was that Monday?
That was Monday night.
Okay.
Tuesday night's episode of Wheel of Fortune had quite possibly 3 of the, I don't want to hate on them,
Yeah.
but I'm going to,
Go.
dumbest contestants on there. I'm sure you saw it on social media, but there was a puzzle and it was it another feather in your cap
Yeah.
or something like that.
That was the answer.
That was the answer, and everything was filled out except for the last word, and it was just the A in the middle.
Yeah. The last word and the O and on, but everybody knew it was on.
In.
Or
Yeah,
the N was
another
was shown.
feather in your cap. Well, either way,
Yeah.
it was the last word, and man, it just kept going. They just couldn't get it. Unreal.
Dude, they said
And the chick at the end, she guesses P, right? So P shows up. So now that's blank AP, and we're talking about a feather in your cap, man. Like everyone knows that shit.
Yeah.
And she goes, another feather in your map. Like what?
What?
What does that even mean?
Like, dude, how like honestly, you would think anybody who's a contestant on that show has watched that show like multiple times, right?
It's a fun show, and it's like really not that hard.
Yeah, I know, but there's still to every show there's a style of the game, and like you can you can kind of feel how the answers are gonna rock based on the category.
Yeah.
So like,
and the
why
best
would
part
you not?
is like you can tell that Pat Sajak is getting like annoyed.
Yeah,
because she's another on your map, and he just goes,
Cap.
No.
Cap. Like the audience, it is a old school show.
Yeah.
Audience majority older.
Mm-hmm.
Words like cap and stuff like that are gonna be in there.
Well, also like
they had like a vacuum bag cleaner or something like that the other day, and I'm like, dude, when's the last time you seen a bag on a vacuum? Like for real?
damn, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and so they have old answers like that. So I'm like, dude, tune in, figure that shit out. Like because this girl the other night smoked it, man. I forget which night it was, but dude, she went to the finals, and dude, she guessed all the letters beforehand. You know, you get to guess, and then just her first answer was the thing, just boom, 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 boom,
Slapped it.
just all over the place. And it's like you could tell she sat there and learned the show. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, that was just ridiculous.
Ridiculous, dude.
And Pat
like,
Sajak, dude, he'll put it on you too. If you fuck up or like you're an idiot, he'll dish you, bro.
Yeah, but the number one dude who ever did that,
Oh.
rest in peace, was Trebek.
Trebek,
He'd let you have it.
dude,
And you're talking about when he interviews the players in between, and
Yeah.
like the break in round one.
dude,
If you have a dumb story, he'll let you know.
he's the most legendary, subtle zinger thrower of all time.
Yeah, and you can't say a damn word.
Like,
to
you
him.
better come correct. The man has his gold bracelet on and all this kind of stuff, like pinky rings.
Legend.
Legend. Rest in peace, man.
So anyway, if you watch Wheel of Fortune, pay attention to the ads because they're probably using our shit, which is cool.
Yeah, but it was cool and fitting because, well, dude, explain people how, like, slot machines actually work. But there's an art to it.
Yeah,
Tell us about the art
It's
of
all
slot
patterns.
Okay.
It's recognizing patterns, and like when you're doing these online joints, basically, if you refresh the page, it's equivalent to getting up and getting to and sitting at the machine next to the one that you're at.
Really?
Does that make sense?
Really?
Yeah. So it's all predetermined, but it's predetermined in a code. So where like if you land on the right one, and by refreshing your page you do that. I mean, there's times, for example, I could open up a game and do 100 $1 spins and lose $80.
Mm-hmm.
I can click refresh, do 100 $1 spins, hit single spins enough to where I'm up probably 70, get into a bonus, slap that bonus for 200.
So when it's cold, refresh the page?
Yes. That's the trick.
Like, Denny has never said that.
When it's cold, refresh the page.
Okay. And so, like, when you
But don't get. I mean, if you have a gambling problem, please reach out to the gambling hotline.
Yeah, and we don't know the number. But here's my question though. So, like, do you stay on the same game and just constantly refresh the page? You jump around? Like, what's your strategy with that?
I'll refresh it once, and if it's still not hitting, I'll try a new game and then come back to it, pop around. It's all.
What about
But like the whole thing is like sports picks over that.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Like you hit picks to build the thing, and then you play with it.
Well, my question though, like, so is there a certain amount of money down that hits more often than not? Like, are $1 bets better or $3 bets?
Oh, like are the odds as the more money you?
Well, what have you seen in terms of patterns?
Yeah, so like the more you wager, right, the better odds you have to like get into jackpot rounds or something. Like one game has a wheel, and it's like the Wheel of Fortune wheel. And one slot is jackpot, and like you rarely land on it. You can do it. I've done it on a 20-cent spin and hit it like a jackpot for 650, right? But it's very rare the lower the denomination that you're betting with, the lower odds you have of landing on that. But if you're doing 5, 10, I mean, these dudes, Zach texted me this morning, Trainwrecks, who is probably the biggest slots streamer, I would say.
Yeah,
on
and
Twitch.
that's dude,
This dude's wild.
Twitch is crazy, man. If y'all have never like just explored Twitch, just go on there. The people are just live
on
the
everything.
internet. Yeah, doing God knows what.
There was a guy in New Zealand who became one of the biggest streamers. His name is Broke. And he's this big dude, New Zealand rugby players.
Yeah.
They're almost like Samoan, but they're not.
Yeah.
Big ass motherfucker. And he was streaming on Twitch via his cell phone, taped to a wooden post. And he's making big statues out of wood carving. And he's doing it with just a chisel and a hammer.
Jeez.
And they were like, dude, this guy, and all he was about was spreading positivity and meditation, and this is how we've lived very simple lives. He turned his donations off because he didn't want anyone's money. All this shit, like wild. And Twitch reached out, was like, dude, you are incredible. And then this gaming company reached out, sent him like a $4,000 PC setup, and now he streams like World of Warcraft, everything. Still does not take donations.
Really?
Lives in like this small little like village in New Zealand.
So he's like
It's just so cool what you can find on there.
He's like a modern monk.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean?
Big motherfucker.
Yeah, he'll monk your ass. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
dude, he's been making incredible wood.
Dog, if you just make
statues
statues with a chisel, yeah, you're gonna be a strong dude.
Yeah, but this guy Trainwrecks, right? So Zach texted me this morning. He's like, "Bro, look at Trainwrecks. Trainwrecks on Twitch. Now this man won $8 million 2 weeks ago in one bonus round. He's spinning $1,000 spins.
That's insane.
He had 2 windows open on his Twitch stream today, doing $1,000 spins on both. Blew through like $300K in 10 minutes. Just insane money.
So,
now all these guys are Canadian, like they use steak.
Yeah.
Which is the thing up there. I mean, Bovada has it, all these different things.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, Drake has recently found onto it. He hit a roulette spin on steak for $200K. Like, just nuts.
Dude, would it even be? It's like when you're that rich, like Drake, is gambling even fun anymore?
No. Like, why would it be? Because now I'm like, well, I worked so hard to get all this money, now I'm just throwing it away.
Well, it's not. It's like, okay, I put down 10 grand and I get what, 9? Oh, that's cool.
I mean,
I make
yeah,
400 grand a month or something stupid.
Oh God, yeah, but like,
know,
his net worth is $200 million.
Yeah, but you get my point. It's like, that's what I'm saying. If I ever won the lottery, I just feel like life's over. You know, like, because you got everything.
No, see, that's where we're wrong. Life has just motherfucking begun for me if I hit the
Well, I mean, I guess the competition, like, well, I'm done with all that stuff. I guess I'll just do.
There's always ways to find competition.
Well, yeah. I mean, true. I mean, yeah, you can find competition.
Now, when you got that much money and you go to the casino with $20K and you don't give a damn if you blow it, that probably feels good.
That probably feels good. But you get what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, for sure.
When you're not rich.
Is it a rush?
Well, yeah. I think the rush probably is just eviscerated. Or I would think. I don't know. I'm not that rich yet. If I ever get that rich, I'll let y'all know.
Well, so Trainwrecks. But anyway, the slot shit, all that shit's wild.
Well, it's just an interesting world that probably not that many people that listen to this podcast know about, to be honest, besides our core group. So.
Well, I just thought it was ironic that our intro was playing behind a slot ad.
Dude, it was perfect for us because, I mean, that's what it is.
It is what it is. But speaking of rush, if you all listened to last week's episode, we did it a little early because we were going to go to Dockside and enjoy the weather.
Hand me a beer, please.
The rush was at Dockside.
Yeah, dude.
Dockside
was ridiculous.
Was not prepared. It took Emily and I, when we got there, which is about 5:15, 32 minutes to obtain our beers. 32 minutes. They had
time stamped it?
Yeah, because I saw the line. I said, oh, hell no. And then I looked behind, and of course, right, I ran a restaurant for years. Granted, it was a fast food burrito joint, but doesn't matter. Principle's still there. If I know as a manager that I manage this restaurant that is probably the number one busiest spot on Friday afternoons if the weather is nice, especially the first nice day of the year, which it was, you need to prepare. And, like, bro, everyone was talking about how nice Friday was going to be on Monday.
Yeah.
You need first of all, the bar on the dock, right? They have a little bar that they usually just do beers at, was not open. They had 4 bartenders. 4. One of them handling all the drinks for the actual sit-down restaurant area, and the other 3 just rotating. No rhyme or reason to anything. And every motherfucker that goes there gets the painkiller, which is like their signature drink.
Yep.
Let me tell you how long it takes to make that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty penny. It's not cracking a beer and handing it over and taking your cash and going.
Yeah.
And, like, they didn't have anyone designated to just beers.
Mm-hmm.
When it's that busy, you have to move and go and go. It was just, like, casual as hell.
Dude.
Bro, it drove me nuts.
Point blank, bottom line, management there, whoever it is, dog, you're a lady dog, you're not good. Because you're not prepared. Like the man said, you had all week to do that and the other. I know times are hard. People aren't really like trying to work. Okay. But when you have a restaurant, when you're looking out there and seeing it, like, and you know most of the dudes there are getting beers.
Right.
Now what John's saying, it's like a I don't know, man, like people try to be fancy there. So they get all these crazy ass cocktails and it holds up the entire line.
Yeah, yes.
And
the
they're
views
back there
are beautiful.
they're taking forever.
Yes.
And they're not even trying to hurry. And you know why, though? Here's the whole thing. It goes back to the contractor situation. Because they got you by the balls. They're like, hey, man, we got the best view in town.
Yeah, it just took you 15 minutes to find a parking spot.
Yeah.
We know you're not going to leave.
Like, literally, dude, that's what I'm saying. They just got you. And the amount of people that were bitching and the amount of, like, non-hustle or non-caring, it just makes me go, like, you know what, dude? I'm done here.
I'm done.
Because... Like the thing is, I'll go to garden party, but like, dude, I might even buy a beer. You know what I'm saying?
By the time
I say hello to somebody and leave.
Yeah. Or like you're going to someone's boat and they got a whole cooler full.
Yeah, because dude, like I'm sorry, man, but like,
and it's just like,
it was disappointing.
Disappointing. I mean, so much money lost.
Yeah.
On the lack of preparation, and frankly, fucking work ethic.
Dude, they just don't give a shit.
Did not give a damn. And you know what's funny about Dockside? Is that they have a fucking Arsenal thing hanging behind the bar.
Whoa.
And it says, this is an Arsenal bar.
Shots
and
fired.
It just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a bunch of goons, man.
I just, like, point blank, the easiest solution they could have done, they could have had one line, strictly beers, the rest, all your fruit shit.
My God, it would have filtered everyone out. I mean,
it would have, I mean, they even had a little side window that they could have done just beers out of, and I guarantee you they would have made that line outside.
A third of it would have gone out.
It would have gone out there. The dudes would have got their beers and been happy. And then everybody else who does the little fancy drinks would have been happy too. Because then 3 bartenders would have been focused on fancy drinks, 1 on regular beers. We're rolling.
Dude, so there's this. I'm standing in line.
I don't get it.
Emily's next to me. And there's these 2 older women behind me, probably like 40s. And they are just bitching. This is ridiculous. Oh, my God. You know, like real Southern annoying. And bitching, and like these 2 old drunk dudes kind of cut their way up there. The fuck? I don't care. I'm not here for confrontation. I'm here to get my drinks and get the fuck out. And the lady behind me is like, did he just cut? He cut, didn't he? He just cut. So we get up to the front, and I'm sitting there at the bar waiting for them to take my order. The bartender's like kind of near me, right? And the ladies that were behind me kind of filter their way up. The bartender's like, looks at her. She's like, hey, and asks about a wine. And she's like, all right, great. Can I get a bottle of that and 2 glasses? And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. The last 25 minutes of my life, you've just been bitching about old man cutting the line. You just cut me. Yeah. Plain and simple. If that was me and the bartender came to me, I'd be like, oh, he was in front of me.
Yeah.
Get his order.
Yeah, exactly.
No. There was none of that.
Mm-mm.
You fucking.
And
I wanted to be like, but of course, by then I'm like, all right, I'm here, dude. Just don't.
Yeah. But the thing is, here's what kills me. I like to tip. Okay, I've cut grass for a living. I've worked in I've done every fucking manual labor job you can think of.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I understand, except for I haven't bartended. Okay, sorry bartenders, I hadn't done it. But guess what? I tip y'all well.
Yeah.
But all I want to see. If you're not working hard to get me a drink, I'm not working hard to dig deeper in my wallet to give you fucking money. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all those cats, they're like, yeah, we're gonna make tips regardless, whatever. All right, dude, enjoy your fuck tons of 20% tips. Because if y'all would have worked hard, you would have doubled your money easy.
Yeah.
Easy. And that's what makes me so mad. And I think that's a society thing, I think, and it really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because I take pride in my work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I only saw, maybe one person actually, like, took pride. But it was like, she was smiling at the customers. That's what made her stand out.
Yeah.
She was the only one.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
I just, look, dude, now we'll move on from Dockside. Whatever, dude. Y'all are never going to change. You've been the same forever.
Never going back.
So here's the deal. Management and everything. Management extends to gas stations, because this reminds me of the Lotto line. When you got to do that. Now, let me tell you something. At Circle K, where I live, every plumber, cop, electrician, county worker, it is the place to be. And you got some dude up there.
We got some good food in there, too.
They have great, dude, Circle K's have it all. They got great coffee. They have the beans that grind up right there.
Yep.
It's amazing. But here's what you don't do at 7:30 in the morning. Play the fucking lotto when everybody's trying to go to work. Like, I literally saw this dude is just like a bum, basically, right? He was buying a case of beer, Milwaukee Best Light.
At 7:30 in the morning.
7:30 in the morning, and fucking played the lotto for 10 minutes. Like legitimately, as I was sitting in line. And like when I was leaving, by the time I got out, he sat on the curb, popped his fucking beer, and just scratching right there on the fucking, like, next to the ice machines.
All right, so he was getting scratch-offs?
Yeah, and beer. And playing played the shit he won.
Yeah.
And was getting all that shit. And like, dude, and I see this guy, like, he's there all the time. And I'm like, dude,
yeah.
why is this happening?
And like the scratch-offs are one thing. That's a little quicker. It's the worst when people like have their own numbers and they're like, oh, I'm getting 20 pick fives.
No.
And you gotta sit there and the damn registers.
No, bro. This is what the man was doing. Hey, he's like, I'll get the number, what's that there? Number 4.
Oh, God.
Let's go 13. Nah, 11. After she'd already grabbed 13. I was like that. I was like, dude, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to fucking lose it. And then goes out there and starts drinking a beer. I'm like, dude, get the fuck, go somewhere.
At 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, no joke.
On a Monday.
No joke. But I will say, speaking of bums, if I had money on me at the time, I would have gave this dude some money. 2 signs that I saw, 2 bums that were great. One was like, too honest to steal and too ugly to strip. Help me, please. Straight up. And I was like, damn, if I didn't catch the green light, I would have threw some change. And the other one was like, I'm not lying. It was something like, to be honest, I just want a beer. And I was like, dude. And I legit saw somebody in front of me, like, hand the dude a beer. Like, as I was leaving. I was like, dude, you know what? I at least respect that. You're not telling me you need food and then just, you're like, hey, man, I just want a beer. I'm like, all right, bro.
Sure.
I'll give you a beer.
Okay.
Whatever, man. It's not like you're going to, get hammered off one beer.
No.
But if you add them up over the day. But anyway, I just, like, shit like that pisses me off. So, like, I guess what kills me is these places leave money on the table by being so poorly ran.
Yeah, and it's just,
know what I mean?
It's just operations.
Yeah, just in general.
Just, it's easy.
Yeah, and while we're at it, dude, like,
what you got with the Waffle House?
Oh, dude, my Waffle House shit, like.
First of all, why the fuck are y'all going there all
Dude,
the time?
Taylor likes Waffle House.
Oh, God.
Scene likes Waffle House. No, shocker. The guy with the mullet likes Waffle House. I fuck it with you. But seriously, like, first beef, the bar stools, you go in there. They're already in the ground. You can't move them. There's no moving the bar stools. They like, rotate. Yeah. But you can't, like, if you got some, like, fucked up person beside you that's, been up since 3 a.m. and all, you can't just, like, scoot over a bit. That's number one. Second, while you're sitting at the bar, okay, you got somebody literally doing dishes. The dish pit is at the bar right there. So while you're eating your meal, drinking your coffee, right, you got fucking water splashes, like, leaping up over the counter.
Suds up, floating up under.
And they're just sitting there just, like, washing the shit, looking at you like, why are you like,
how do you like those eggs?
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw him move 2 seconds ago, and I didn't touch him. Like, shit's fucked up. So, like, you got soap to like suds all over your meal, okay? And then when they set out, all right, dude. So I'm partial. I got germophobia. Like, I got some germaphobe stuff.
Yeah.
I've been there twice in the past 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
The motherfuckers grabbing, they put a fork, a knife, and a spoon down on this little pitiful ass napkin. That basically, I mean, it's like you could see through it. You know, like it's just this is barely
toilet
there.
Paper.
They spent 1 cent on that napkin.
Not even.
Not even. Yeah, it's jail toilet paper. And so grabs the spoon, like thumb in the spoon, puts it on my napkin.
Oh no.
The other, and then like grabs the fork near the same area, and then like just drops the knife all over the table, and then like just put. I'm just like, dude, and no fucks given. Not even aware.
No.
Not even aware, dude. Not a clue in the world. You know what I mean? And so it's like, and then the bathrooms. All right, so this is another.
Oh
thing.
my god.
No, but the place, it feels like a rest area with a kitchen in it.
Dude, yeah, because that's what it is. That's what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I'm hating.
They
on
never
it, bro.
close.
Yeah, dude.
That's like the thing. They have like a Waffle House emergency response unit, like a giant food truck bus that goes to when hurricanes come through. Don't matter. You can get fucking Waffle House.
Yeah.
They're the only place. But
even the bathrooms though, they're the big doors, and there's no hand. It's just like you push it and you pull it, and then they have the deadbolt. So it's just like some like fucking like a, you know, a janitor closet. You just shut yourself in while you're going. I don't know, dude. It's just fucked up in there.
Wait a minute. You dropped a deuce at Waffle House?
No. I didn't drop a deuce. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say no
That's
chance.
that's how the bathrooms are. It's just like a walk-in janitor closet with just like a deadbolt, like a push-pull door. That's what it is.
Quick side note for those of you who are ever traveling and need to use the restroom. Number 2, Food Lion.
Yeah, food lines are great. Low traffic.
No one ever goes.
Yeah.
Bathrooms are very nice.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, because it's just the employees using it.
Yep.
Basically. Yeah, when I was on the road a lot for acting, man, that was my jam. I'd hit a food line up in a heartbeat. And good place to sleep if you need to sleep, honestly, is a Walmart parking lot because it's so busy.
Yeah.
And like you get towards the back, because I'd go over there and sleep for a couple hours, you know,
Yeah.
if I had to film late. But anyway, dude, I mean, I will say this: the Waffle House in Mulligan Junction, there's a good staff there. A little waitress we had named Glow was her name, not Flo, but Glow. I'm sure it was
Is that her
short.
stage name?
Sure, it was short for Gloria or something. But anyway, she was great. All right, and I will say this: Waffle House, for all their faults and mediocre stuff, their waffles are great. I get their chocolate chip waffle there. You can cut it with a spoon, and like so that's delicious. But anyway, that's my beef with Waffle House and why I think it's fucked up and gross. You can argue with me all you want.
I don't think anyone's going to argue.
Taylor will.
No.
Taylor get on here and defend that shit right now.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and their cheese, they just straight up take the fucking piece of American cheese out the wrapper and just slap it on there. Like, you want cheese? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Smothered, covered, whatever
I'm like,
the
dog,
fuck it is.
I'm like, what is this, man? Elementary school? Like,
Yeah.
this third grade in here? It's just, anyway, dude. That's my rant on.
And they just look like
Waffle.
double wides. I mean, they're trying to go for the old school diner feel, but listen, I've been to old school diners,
That look way better than that.
and the food is exquisite.
Bro. And another, all right, last thing. Like, they don't bring your whole meal out at once. It comes in stages. Seriously, you get the all-star, like I got, you know.
It's a 3-course meal.
It is. Well, dude, you just sit there. I mean, you know all the questions they're going to ask you, so you just go ahead and tell them all the answers so they don't have to waste their time.
Yeah.
But bro, you get your plate of eggs and your hash browns and your toast, and then a little while later, your waffle will come out. Like, this is what happened today, and I'm like, oh, great.
Today? You went today?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And so that's what I'm saying. So the waffle came out, and then I was, you know, is the bacon gonna come around? Is he gonna join the party? Like, what's up,
I'm aching for some bacon.
like,
Where the fuck is it?
sir? But anyway, it's just shit like that. I think I got that off my chest.
You got a goody.
Was there any more beef that we had?
Nah, no more beef. Dockside just drove. I mean, like, we ended up having a pretty fun evening. We went down to the new
Fly machine.
flying machine. Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Played a drinking game that we never played before called Spoons.
Yeah.
You ever played that? It's like
You put spoons. It's like musical chairs, but everyone gets dealt 2 cards, and then you pick up a card. Or no, you get dealt 4 cards.
you get dealt 4 cards. Yeah.
And the goal is to get 4 of a kind, and once
Yeah.
you get 4 of a kind, and you pass the cards around.
Yeah, you
So
like
it's
you
really
just-
quick pace.
Yeah, you discard it, and I guess when you
get 4 of a kind, you grab a spoon in the middle of the table.
yeah.
And then as soon as the first person does it, everyone else can grab one, and then the person that doesn't that's left out, musical chairs,
Yeah.
is the loser.
And it's pretty intense, man.
It was very
You need to have a
intense.
sturdy table
Yeah.
when you're playing. So that was kind of cool. New drinking game I hadn't seen.
Yeah, but fucking fuck Dark Side, dude.
Yeah.
That shit, and like it didn't put me in it's hard to be in a bad mood there because you're looking at the water and all these yachts and all that shit.
Yeah.
But when my back was to that shit and I was staring at the bullshit going on in front of me, I was upset. It's just crazy to me. And of course, I'm going through my head. I'm like, where's the fucking manager?
Yeah.
Like, if you're short staffed, your ass needs to get back there
Yeah, nah,
and get
man.
going.
It's
But
just not
no.
like that around there, man, I guess.
No.
Meanwhile, the staff at Flying Machine
on point.
was working hard.
Hard.
Good shit.
Yeah, like nice mixed drinks and shit down there. It's pretty cool. You want to talk the future of sports?
The future of sports. Yes, I do. Maybe the future of bartending as well. I'm fucking with you.
Well, yeah, that's
Nah, dude. No, seriously. And also, before I get there, I know being bartender is every job is tough in their own right, and I know that job's tough, and I know it's annoying. I know dealing with drunk people is annoying as fuck. I get it. But I just feel like if you're at a spot where you could get paid the big bucks, why not play the part, man?
Yeah, and like I'm not knocking on bar. I'm just I wouldn't have been so upset had they been busting their ass, but they just weren't.
Yeah, it's like when you're like coaching a team, or
It's
your
like-
team is
yeah.
playing and like they're just playing like ass, and you know they're better than that.
I mean, bro, we worked shifts together at the restaurant. We were short staffed and slammed, and we busted ass. It just wasn't happening. It was very.
So anyway, so that's that. We put a bow on it.
to
Yeah.
get
So
that
the
much
future of
shift.
sports, man. What I was just thinking about earlier today was like technology is going to keep progressing.
Mhm.
No doubt about that. Unless some unfortunate event happens and we can knock back the caveman shit, whatever. Technology is going to keep progressing. But the one thing that is going to stay pure in terms of human form is sports. Because,
Yeah.
like, for instance, like I talked about earlier, soccer.
Yeah.
It's a ball and some cleats.
Yeah, it's been the same shit for 300 years.
How are you're not going to make, that's not going to be astronomically different in the future. But what is going to be different, less people, like, the more technology we have, the less we have to work.
Right.
Okay, thus in turn, like, there's less need to be strong or fit and all this. No, you have everything doing it for you. You know, it's just we're becoming like not as
I will say, for the first time ever last week, and Josh, in one of the matches, in one of the European matches or whatever, they used for the first time ever electronic offside system. So the refs didn't call offside. It was done via computer, and I don't know how they had it set up.
Yeah.
That was like the first time ever they were testing it in a match.
I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And I mean,
You still need referees.
I will say though, like offsides in soccer is like, God, that costs some games,
dude, and especially now that they have VAR, and they check it, and it's like literally a nose hair offside. Oh, no goal, offside. It's like, bro,
it's like, man, are you for real here? And so I don't. To be honest, I like.
Yeah.
For me, in terms of sports, I'm a traditionalist. I'm old school. We'll get to the chat in 1 second, but like for me, I'm old school. I'd rather it be humans doing all of it, because it's experience we learn from and all that kind of shit. You know, makes you a better person. So hit the chat real quick.
Yeah, it was the Club World Cup final between Chelsea and I forget who they played. Chelsea ended up winning though. It was moving cameras down the sideline tracking the players. Zach said, think about ancient Roman gladiators. That was a sport back then. Humans just love to watch controlled violence.
Yeah, and back then, that kind of, you could almost, maybe that'll help my point. But like back then, the human condition itself was harder.
Yeah.
Okay? So like gladiators, I mean, like that was, I mean, dude, people were dying all the time. I mean, death wasn't a shocker.
Well, and like think about what these people were eating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Whatever they could.
They were tough as nails themselves.
Athletes nowadays have every meal planned for the next 3 years.
They have all of it.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking in terms of like the future is like, is that going to be, or like because they're like sports players are gladiators now, right? I mean, but like, is it going to be even more propped up? Because of like, I almost feel like less people would be in sports in the future. Because of everything else, like the metaverse and all these other options, I almost feel like it'll be less sports being played in a weird way down the way. So, but the people that do play sports, like, you're going to be, I don't know, like, a different part of society. Like,
yeah, I mean, But even now, like the progression of athletes, you see these guys playing and soccer, football. I mean, like if you look at Jerry Rice tape from back then, he just looks like a regular dude out there.
Yeah, almost like I never saw Ready Player One, man. So I mean, but yeah,
Ready Player One's wild.
Yeah, okay, Jerry Rice. Look at all the old football.
Yeah,
they all look normal,
like normal dude. Yeah, and
Yeah.
now if you see an NFL player in real life, you're like, holy shit.
exactly.
I mean, there's a different breed of human.
well, so does that get so does the distinction from us and them get even bigger throughout time? I think it gets bigger.
I think
what I'm saying.
yeah, I absolutely think it does because it's already happened. We've seen it.
Yeah, and maybe in the future it's like you know if you're gonna be an athlete. I mean, I don't know, because you know how like in
I'll give you a good one. Brandon Jacobs.
yeah,
He was a running back in the NFL.
yes, I remember.
Like big dude, right? Huge dude. He was 6'4", 260 his rookie year in the NFL. He posted a photo. His son, he was like, my son is 6'4", 240 his freshman year of high school.
Jeez.
I didn't get that big until my rookie year in the NFL.
That dude will kill a high school kid.
He's going to be, I mean, I'm sure. Saban's already at the house having dinner.
Oh, dude, yeah. Multiple times.
No doubt.
He got a Christmas card.
Yeah, birthday, you name it. Hell, Valentine's Day. But, yeah, I mean, I absolutely think that gap's going to get bigger.
Yeah.
There's no reason it shouldn't.
All right, so the chat real quick said he's describing about Ready Player One, said people getting haptic suits to play sports in their metaverse instead of real life. Yeah, so I definitely think you're going to have – I mean, we already have that with the video games. Like when y'all play, you're streaming and all that, which, by the way –
oh, yeah, that's
well,
right.
hold on, we'll get at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right before sports.
Yeah, that's cool.
You play. But so people are already doing that, you know, your Xbox Live and all that kind of stuff. But I just like, is that gap going to get? Is there going to be even fewer athletes in the future?
Ooh, see, that's a good question.
And I think yes, that's what I'm going for.
Because there's more kids inside gaming than outside playing.
And then Zach thinks more sports, you know, more ways to consume them, supply, demand, sports, esports. Yeah, I think esports are going to be
huge.
So I guess my argument here was I think there's going to be less traditional sports athletes in the future, few and far between. I don't know if it dies out, but
I think the amount of stud athletes. Listen, there's guys, and we've seen them, we've met them in high school who you're like, wow, this fucking dude, he's going, going. And I think it's just going to be that pool might get bigger, but your average athlete is going to decrease.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess and when it comes to like refereeing, I'm assuming it's going to go full blown fucking technology in the future.
Yeah.
Which is whack. I don't like that.
Yeah.
At all. But I think that's the way that's going to go.
But again, it's like the self-driving trucks. You still need a guy in that truck monitoring everything. You're still going to need referees, whether they're running up and down the field or sitting staring at a camera monitoring the technology. Like that need will still be there, but things like offsides and, you know, technical penalties, I guess you would say, or technical flags, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We'll go to technology. But as far as speed of the game, dude, like, I think you still need a ref out there, you know, controlling. I mean,
well, I guess tomorrow
technology is not going to tell players to calm down.
Exactly. So you still need a human out there because of the human. Like, computers don't fully understand human functions. They're a fucking computer. They're programmed to do a job. But they're not going to be like the whole, if he's like one armpit hair off sides, like a human eye would let that go. Yeah. Right? But maybe the computer, like, it got that, but like maybe, I just don't think the computer's always right, to be real. I mean,
I've seen them use VAR, which is computers, and they draw the lines, and I'm like, the dude is onside.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're like, nope, offside.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Lukaku, like Josh said in the chat, Lukaku's goal the other day. I mean, he scores it. Everyone's even I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
VAR pulled it back, and he looks onside. Everyone on Twitter is like, it's pretty onside. You know? And no, because of the angle and the way they were looking at it, it was literally like an armpit hair off.
Yeah. And see, I don't agree
Had
with
no
that.
effect on the play.
Yeah.
If he was an armpit hair behind, he still would have scored the goal.
Yeah. And that's what I think is bullshit and just ruins it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I that's just I don't like that stuff. And sports should be human.
Yeah.
Period.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think there's going to be new sports that are
In the
created?
future?
Yeah, that are created
For
that
sure. For sure.
become mainstream.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. All because fads happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, fucking that. What was that shit? Roller derby.
Holy fuck! I used to watch that all the time on Spike TV.
Exactly.
That
like,
shit. Those girls used to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
entertaining as shit.
Hell yeah.
But like stuff like that. I mean, that was hot for a while. Like you'll have something else that's hot for a while. You had that for a little bit. There was that the trampoline basketball players.
Oh,
You remember that?
Jump ball? Or
Yeah,
what
yeah,
was it
something
called?
like that.
Slam ball.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yes, there will be sports, but sports that come and go. But I think your core sports will always be there.
You know what I think the next big sport that's gonna go? That's
What?
gonna like start becoming like whatever
What?
is pickleball.
Okay, that one got hot in the last couple of years.
Hot.
I mean, out of nowhere.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like my mom, dude. She went from 2 years ago not knowing what that sport was
Yeah.
to like playing 3 to 4 times a week and heavily involved in the Cape Fear Pickleball Club.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to see even like celebrities and athletes. Oh yeah, I have a tennis court on my property that no one uses, and then
Yeah.
you convert it to a pickleball court, which 4 people play at one time.
Yeah.
It's like a little bigger 4 square with paddles. It's like
Yeah.
a bigger ping pong almost.
Yeah.
And like that shit's fun because you don't need to be superstar athlete with great ankles running back and forth across the court.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'll BRB. Burb. Got to piss.
Little break in the action. I can catch up on this gazillion emails. 5:38 or 3:38. Oh. 50. And I want 50.
All right. Fuck. Okay. John, you good?
Yep.
What was the last thing you were saying? Pickleball?
Oh yeah, pickleball. That's how poppin' was it?
Yeah. All right. So hit the chat real quick. Back on everything we just looked at here.
All right. It's like you're talking about with the metaverse for shopping and how stores will still have brick and mortar. I think it's the same with sports. People want to see actual people playing sports. Just always think person-on-person sports is going to have a huge market. Zach, you're right. And actually, I saw a thing about the metaverse. Some kid posted videos. He works at a Subway. He worked like Subway subs
Yeah.
in the metaverse.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's fucking insane. Like, gets paid in mana.
By Subway?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, because it's Subway logos and all that shit.
Jeez.
Crazy.
That's insane.
Josh said we still have roller derby in town. I need to go to a game. It's go to a.
Dude, holy shit. I met a roller derby chick that actually played. Damn, well now
Where did they used to advertise there?
I don't know, but it was a couple years ago, dude. And she was just like on the Spike TV. She was a strong, ready to fight woman. Because
Yeah.
I remember I think I did a shot with her. I don't normally do shots, but I was kind of scared to say no.
Well, they. I remember seeing like advertisements for it in the bathrooms. Where was that bar? It was always me nervous.
Yeah, I don't know, but he said, can it be in sevens like they're doing? Wow. So Josh thinks that football at the pro level can end up being sevens, 7-on-7s, like they do with flag, and what they created for rugby. Less player means more room and less unintentional or multiple collisions.
Yes, and those sevens leagues, so they wear like the like padded helmet, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a goalie would wear if he had a head.
Yes. Some goalies do wear them.
Yes. So every player on the sevens league wears that, but that's the only protection pad, and it's straight quarterback, and then whatever. And that shit is very fun. It's all about being athletic.
Yeah, I mean that's
There's
cool and
no
all.
like physical strength. Yeah, sure, maybe a little bit, but like There's no guys in the trenches.
That's what I'm saying. But that's cool. You know, I could say that'd be a hobby for people. But to Zach's point in the chat, people want to see some, like, boom. Like, you go to the NASCAR race because there might be a wreck, and that might be crazy to see.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You go to a football game to see some shit get hit. Like,
yeah, and I understand what Zach's saying about how it could change because of the head issues and all that.
That was Josh.
No, Zach says, I do think football gets phased out, changes drastically.
Oh, shit. I didn't see that one.
Yes, but I think the NFL, as far as, like, how that go, like, the Cowboys and all, like they're going to be around forever.
Yeah.
It'll be around forever. And maybe it won't be as popular. Maybe it'll switch to 7s or whatever. But the 11-on-11 with pads, physically hitting, will be around forever. It's the biggest sport in America and the second biggest sport in the world.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's just, I don't know. It's iconic. It's fun. I mean, because there were still big hits that happened, even though they changed the rules so much. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Emily just texted me from the other room. She can hear us talking about Scooters is where they used to practice.
Scooters down by the port.
Yep.
Yep.
She's right about that. Good call.
I tell you what, man. Emily's like the producer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, from the other room.
Yeah.
But anyway, dude, yeah, Scooters is crazy. Roller derby's nuts. I don't know. I don't know who even thought of that shit, but that's hilarious.
I used to love watching it, dude, when they do the chain thing and they slingshot engaged.
Yeah, they'd slingshot them up there.
Dude, yeah, and they'd straight fucking elbows.
Yeah. Oh, they would get after it. They would get after it.
Crazy. And it wasn't that big. Like, how long was that track?
I don't know. But since we're on it, like, about people being tough, you remember that movie with what's his name? Mark Wahlberg, and he was like a football player that he made the team. And
Invincible.
Yeah. But like,
yeah, it's a true story. The Philadelphia Eagles walk-on.
I know, but here's my point. He was a walk-on. Him and his buddies were out there playing tackle football for the fuck of it, no pads after work.
Bro, we didn't do that when we were older, but
no,
in high school, even post-college.
High school, these were 30-year-old, like, they were our age now, no pads.
Oh, you know what? You're right, and it was a real league.
And you know what's crazy? I remember my mom telling me that her dad used to do that. Because, like, that's what they would do after work with the fellas and all that shit.
And it was,
and he'd come home all, like, roughed up, like, when she was little. Obviously not when he got older, but, like, and I was like, holy shit. But it made sense.
And it's a real league, too. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, that kind of shit was all over the country. And that's what I mean by, like, people were just, even back at that time, where you were just tougher because your parents were tougher.
Tough.
For sure. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be weird to see. Who knows, man?
Well, from the future of sports to the next 48-hour future of sports.
Let's hit it.
Let's see on my list here. Number 1 was the March Madness Bracket Challenge has been launched. We mentioned it at the beginning of the episode. Holler at us. The link will be posted. All of it. One bracket per person.
Mm-hmm.
Free to play.
Free to play, trophy, and prize included.
Yep. We're going to become best friends with Coastal Engraving.
Mm-hmm.
Baylor, did you see, have you been following the NFL Combine?
Negative.
Okay. Baylor wide receiver Tyquan Thornton ran a 4.2840 yesterday at the Combine. Yesterday, the day before. The video is like...
Oh, they had it on film? I thought he'd be going too fast.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
He's flying across the screen. It's pretty wild.
Mm.
And everyone's talking about it. I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I saw a good tweet. And it was like, yeah. His 40 time is cool and all. In 2017, John Ross ran a 4.22, right? So this guy ran a 4.28. And it's like, and he goes, the 40 is merely a metric. Because since 2017, John Ross has 62 total catches and 957 yards in his career.
Yeah.
Over the span of 4 seasons. So, like, it really just, I mean, it's not track.
You know what those... Like, all those timing things are? That's for cars. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, in terms of speed, there's game speed. There's you hit, well, keep going with the car reference, you hit different gears in the game. Like, I was a defender in soccer. Ball over the top or a through ball. Like, me, the ultimate gear, there's no way I could hit that speed from a starting line doing a 40.
That's why 60s should be.
Well,
the
not
measure.
even that. It's not even that. the motivation is not nearly the same.
That's true.
I already had momentum, but yeah, I get it from standing still. But even if I didn't, sometimes you're kind of like flat-footed and you get fucked and you got to get there. But what I'm saying is you can't recreate that game speed from just somebody going go and them hitting the clock. You can't recreate that.
Right.
So I take with these fast things, whatever. You run a 4.4, 4.2, hell 4.6, I don't care. But then, like they were saying in the chat, intelligence.
Yeah.
That makes you faster as well.
Of course.
So, like, yeah, that's cool, man.
And, like, size and all that, like...
I guess I wouldn't be the NFL guy, the owner sitting there scouting, like going, oh, he's the fastest guy, I want him. No, that's not how I'd roll.
No.
At
all.
all.
Like, you look at Cooper Kupp, right? He ain't the fastest guy, but he runs routes the best
Exactly.
over anybody else. His football IQ is through the roof.
I
Guys
will-
like Jamar Chase, right?
Yeah.
He's a smaller fella.
Well,
He's very fast. Yeah, sure.
Cooper Kupp's first few steps are on point, though.
Right, because
he drives that shit. You watch him.
It's mechanics.
Yeah.
Right? Jamar Chase, smaller guy, very fast, but his IQ and his route running makes him great
Mm-hmm.
because once he gets the ball, then he's already, like you said, momentum is going. Like when he caught the touchdown against the Chiefs,
Yeah.
he catches that like 10, 15-yard slant.
Yeah.
There's 5 Chiefs players around him. Splits them all, runs for a touchdown
Mm-hmm.
because it's the IQ that got him the ball.
Exactly.
It's like Zach said the Bengals drafted John Ross first round.
Yeah.
How'd that work out? He's been on 4 different teams
Mm-hmm.
in 4 years
Mm-hmm.
because he probably was just a fast motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then Chris Johnson was very fast and very good for 2 years,
Yeah.
and then that was it. So, like, I don't know. I mean, Devontae Smith, Heisman winner, 170 pounds, soaking wet.
Yeah.
He's still doing good.
Dude, that shit, it's just formalities.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all it is.
So, I mean, they do that to get a broad basis. Everybody does it. You know what I mean? It's like the fucking Presidential Fitness Award or whatever in school.
This ain't track and field.
You know what I mean?
It's football.
Which, by the way, dude, the sit and stretch, there was not one dude, and if you did do it, like, you got made fun of because, like, nobody could touch their fucking toes.
And now we're all jealous of that guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Um.
I still can't touch my toes.
College hoops, dude. This is like the final week, and then we got conference weeks, conference tournament weeks, which is awesome.
Dude,
And then the big dance.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're not, don't even bother doing a fucking bracket if you don't pay attention this next week. Like,
Seriously.
it's on.
Yeah.
So,
Starting at noon on Saturday, we have number 14 Arkansas versus number 13 Tennessee. It's gonna be a great game. Again, they don't have the spreads. They only post them the day of. It's bullshit.
whack.
2 o'clock, Virginia Tech at Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
The Hokies are. I mean, unless we win the tournament, which
Nope.
Duke's winning that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or they should.
Yeah. Also at 2, NC State at Florida State. Again, doesn't matter. NC State, man, dude, it's like, it sucks, dude. All their big men got injured this year. It's like they could have been a very good team.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
4 o'clock, number 21 Texas versus number 6 Kansas. Kansas, sorry, number. Is Kansas? No, maybe Kansas is 5 because Duke is number 6. I thought. Either way,
I don't know what. I know Duke, they won the ACC, like, conference outright.
they're gonna win the tournament too.
They better.
Yeah. Kansas is a pretty good team.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anytime it's a top 25 matchup, you gotta pay attention because
Yeah.
that determines basically your Elite 8.
For sure.
We'll get to this other game in a minute. Number 16 USC at number 17 UCLA. The battle on the West Coast is at 10 p.m. on ESPN. Will also be a very good game. But the game of the day, the game of the weekend, the game of the probably year,
Yeah.
at 6 p.m. on ESPN Saturday, we have the UNC shitholes playing at Duke. This is Coach K's final home game
Yeah.
ever after 41 years. It's pretty fitting it's against UNC. Zach, is your father-in-law going to this game? He said, yo, fuck the sit and stretch.
Yeah. For sure, man.
Yeah. How do you think I felt when they had to do the pull-ups?
Dude, and the worst. All right,
As a young, chubby
before we
kid.
get into Coach K's thing, dude, the thing with the sit and stretch, you'd be getting some false readings because I would just like try to slap that thing as hard as I could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
look, I'm gonna get the president. I don't want the national.
Well, and
or
then
whatever.
the people who really knew how to do it would start, and you'd see them crawling up. They would like
Yeah, but that's just like torture. I'd rather just shock and awe. You know?
and pull a hammy while you're doing it.
Fuck it, dude. You're 12.
Yeah.
You'll get it back.
Okay, 20th in a row for Lauren, 25th for Tony. Yeah, so Zach's wife and father-in-law are going to be at the game. He went to NC State, so he doesn't get the invites. I'm just kidding. They only have 2 tickets.
I heard that.
But it's going to be, again, I said this last time they played.
Yeah.
Duke is going to slap the shit out of them.
They're gonna slap him, but I want UNC fellas. Look, please make it a fucking game. Like, make it at least close in the beginning, and then make Coach K kind of work and do his magic, and then beat your ass. Like, don't just make it a blowout.
It's not going to happen.
I want it to be somewhat exciting. You know what I mean? Because I want. But he needs a proper send off. This is a rivalry he's had his entire career.
And up until last game was like neck and neck, and then they blew him out.
This is what I mean. So, like, he needs a proper send off. And they owe it, and this is what I mean by this. They owe it to his greatness to try to beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One last time.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
But think about the sentimental of it. I mean, I would put my life savings on Duke in this game.
I would too. No, I'm not saying that. Look, man, I just want the first half to be decent, and like, because they're gonna smoke them. If they don't,
It's a failure.
dude, it's a failure, and I'll think it's rigged.
Yeah,
Because-
you already did it once in Chapel Hill.
Well,
so.
dude, and Duke is good. I mean, they're legitimately good. If
And
they
Carolina's not.
don't, if they don't make Final Four, it's a disappointing season.
Yeah, you've said it over and over.
Yeah, so that's how I feel.
You want to go to the game?
What?
You want to go to the game?
Which game?
Duke UNC game.
Yeah, well, who the fuck wouldn't want to go to the game?
All right, I looked up tickets.
Oh, you're being an asshole.
We can sit in the top upper level for $4,500 a piece.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You want to sit on the floor?
Yeah.
$15K
$15,000.
a ticket.
All right, so for their sake, make it a game. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know, the students started pitching tents like a week and a half ago.
I'm surprised they didn't do it last year. Like, just been sitting out there all year.
I'd have been there knowing it's Coach K's, I'd have pitched my tent on the first day. Fucking cool.
Like, yeah, fuck the dorm.
Yeah. I'm not living in this shithole.
Like, guess what? I'm going to see Coach K's final game. I don't know what y'all are doing.
Yeah. And anything from that game is going to be worth.
And I'll tell you this, dude. Oh, yeah, for sure. Buku money. Anything he touches or, like, signs. But just like when Tom Brady left, I'm sad to see the GOATs go.
It's crazy. It's like the changing of the guards this past couple of years.
Yeah, and I really don't like it. It's like everything we've grown up with is exiting the building.
Yeah. Crazy.
And it's kind of a depressing thing. I'm hoping – I mean, yeah, new stuff's going to happen in the future, but are we going to see 7 Super Bowls again?
Probably not.
No. Are we going to see a Coach K again? Maybe, but, I mean, with the rule changes now, I don't think so.
There's not, and you don't see coaches sticking with a school or team for that fucking long.
Yeah.
Man. This doesn't happen anymore.
It-
If you have a bad losing season, 2 losing seasons in a row, it's like, see ya, dude.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
I mean, maybe things will go back to more traditional route. I don't know. Who the hell knows? I just know the way college basketball was and is now and a few years ago, I think over the years with all this, look, I get it, man. People want to make money and all that, but, like, money changes everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And this is going to change. It's not going to be –
Yeah, college hoops.
I just hope they don't ruin it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when the old guard leaves, it's like, okay, well, we can do new things now and new this. Like, no. I don't want to break tradition. Just like with Phil, you know, basically got a backhand for talking about the damn Saudi league.
Deserved it.
Yeah, because now you see them Saudis talking about, like, doing I'm not going to get into all that shit. But anyway, people like tradition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And tradition gives you the ability to have records, to have greatness, to have Hall of Fames, to have GOATs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if you take that away, I mean, that's the whole point of the love of the game. So I'm just nervous about the future, and I hope it's in good hands. Like, I hope the new coaches don't stand for that shit and, like, keep the game pure. Fuck
shit.
VR.
Deep shit. Yeah, fuck VAR.
Yeah.
Wow, that's how to end it. That's it.
Oh, all right now. Okay.
That's all I got. There's Premier League matches on. I'm just in a down spot with Spurs. So
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough.
it's
Hey,
tough.
but look, Rounders, have a great weekend. Sign up for our bracket. And,
Andy, holler at us.
yeah, holler at us, Andy. And as always, thanks for tuning in. If you got anything to say, hit us up, 910-726-3900, extension 100.
And we'll see you a week from now. Later.
Thanks, Jet.
As always. As always. Hour 9.
Nice.
50-20.
All right. Okay.
Like the high jump. The pull-ups were the worst. I was like, man, this is bullshit. Can we just play some kickball?